Hello! Welcome to another session of Let's Chat with Danisha. I am just checking up on you guys to see how you have been managing since the quarantine. Things seem to be getting normalized. Some places have already opened up. I know maybe some persons are back on the jobs. There are some little changes that will be implemented in your different workplaces and also so many things happening now, while you have some persons who are still at home not knowing whether or not they have their jobs, and some of you would have been laid off or and there is just no work. So there is a level of uncertainty, not knowing what to expect and even not knowing what to do, because maybe you have spent the little money you have and there is just no source of income and you have dependents. It is normal for you to feel the way you are feeling, and you are not the only person who is going through this at this time. But be hopeful. Be hopeful that things will be okay. And I say that to say, so many persons would have lost loved ones around the world. So many families are mourning at this time. But you have been spared. And if you are watching this and you have lost a loved one, I pray that the peace of God will be with you and that your family will be able to go through this grieving process. I have videos on the different stages of the grieving cycle. You can go and watch those videos, and please remember to subscribe and share. So condolences to all those who have lost family members to the COVID-19. In some places, quarantine would have been lifted, and the virus is still out there. So I can't say it is time to celebrate, but what I can say is, for the fact that you are watching this video, it means that COVID-19 did not get the best of you or the better of you. It means then that you overcame. If you were alone at home, trapped in this quarantine, the depression didn't take you over. You didn't commit that suicide. You didn't throw in the towels. For the fact that you are here watching the video, it means that God would have kept you. And that is something to celebrate about. You were worried when this whole pandemic started. You were worried. You were worried if you were gonna able to manage. You were worried about how you're gonna eat, how things were gonna work out. But they worked out. It may not have been that it worked out the way you had wanted it to work out, but for the fact you are here, you have something to celebrate, okay? This is our opening up and everything. So sooner or later, you're gonna be back out there, getting work and going about your business. But let it not be business as usual. And that's what I really want to talk about today. Life after quarantine should not be business as usual. Left in quarantine. Stay tuned for more. Use it wisely if you have not been using it wisely. I have posted a video. I posted a video on being alone in quarantine and some things that you can do. And even if you were not alone, these are things that you could apply to your life, to help you to deal. Would have been good for some person. Some days would have been good for some person. Some days would have been bad. It was a roller coaster ride, I know, for mostly all of us, maybe based on reports or reviews that I've gotten. A roller coaster ride. But anyways, let it not be business as usual when you get back out there. Right? Some of you need to change careers. Find this time now to plan it through. There are gonna be things that are uncertain, right? Maybe the timeline that you're working with is uncertain as well, but plan smart. This thing called SMART goals, that is what you are going to do. All those plans that you set at the beginning of the year, review them, put pen to paper right now with the little time you have left before this quarantine is lifted everywhere. Use the time wisely. Use the time to plan ahead, right? As I said, we are not sure what will happen, but use the time to put plans in place. Maybe you need to change your geographical location. I don't know what it is, but put plans in place. Some persons would have felt stuck in certain situations before this quarantine. Use the little time that you have left in this quarantine to set plans. How are you going to get out of your situation, the situation that you are in? Because life after quarantine cannot be the same. Coming out of quarantine, you should be a different individual, a more positive individual, right? Revisit your resume. Send out job applications. Just apply everywhere, even if you don't have the qualification. Just apply everywhere. Something must turn. Yeah? Persons who would have gained weight during this quarantine, start up an exercise routine. Start up the exercise routine. Get back fit. Get back in shape. You cannot afford to go back to the old you after this quarantine. There are some changes that you had always wanted. Put pen to paper and see how you can implement these changes after this quarantine. You came in, but you are going to come out a new person. Hope thou in God. We don't know what the future holds, but God knows what the future holds. And so hope in Him, because He is the one who is in control. If God was able to keep you during this quarantine, He is able to keep you after the quarantine in times of uncertainty. Hope in God. Keep sane. Remember to subscribe, share, and leave your comments. Send your suggestions to DenishaJarrett42@gmail.com. Thank you for your support. I do appreciate it.